Today we've got the 20 most OP meta cards that you need for Elite FUT Champions. FIFA 21 is here. Don't waste your money on FIFA points. Go to MMOPO.com and get cheap, fast and safe FIFA 21 coins. Use code OzNoz to get 8% off your order. Link in the description. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. On today's video we're going to be talking about 20 of the players that, if you don't have a fair few of them, you have no chance of getting Elite. If you enjoy this video and find it at all useful, make sure you drop a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you're new to the channel, trying to hit 17,000 by the end of the year. We've got 2 months. Can we do it? Help out and join the gang. I want you to let me know down below in the comments, what is your best ever FUT Champions finish? Have you got Elite before? Are you a gold player looking to move up to Elite? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I've got 20 players that all of them you need to cop, you need to buy. If you want any chance of getting Elite, you want to move up to that next level. So without further ado, let's crack into the players. Up first we have what is considered maybe the most OP meta player in the entire game, Joe Gomez, the Liverpool centre back. He's fast, he's pacey, he's physical, fantastic player. Really is basically, he just will nudge anyone off the ball with his massive strength and incredible defending. Medium is also quite decent in this game, and 6'2", you love a tall player. Next is Killian Bappe. Now this one is no surprise, one of the most expensive players in the game. As you can see, I've got him for 1.4 mil. He is class, he finishes everything. I play him left attacking mid, which is why at the moment he doesn't have the best of all stats, and all those games are in FUT Champs. But when I move into striker, he'll be scoring a goal a game for sure. Absolutely incredible player. Pacey, great dribbling, fantastic dribbling, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He is, if you can afford him, one of the best strikers in the game, if not the best striker, apart from some of the class icons. I'll be moving on throughout this list to cheaper options of players like this, but he is basically one of the meta most highly priced players you can get. Moving on now over to Rafael Varan. As well as Joe Gomez, these two are basically the most OP meta centre-backs you can get. If you can get this guy in your team, he once again is so fast for a centre-back. If your centre-back's got over 80 pace, you're in the money. So strong, and his defending is fantastic. Medium high is also brilliant, and 6'3" as a height is unbelievable. You'll see this guy perfect link with a player later in the list of 20. They're an incredible pairing, absolutely just beastly, so strong, so fast, which is what you want. Mukiele, here's a little niche one for you. Now the reason why I've put him in this list is due to the fact that in your team he can be fantastic. He's a great right back, he's very fast, or you can switch him at centre back if you've got a player that wants to come on at right back. For example, maybe Alphonso Davies, someone like that. But the reason he's crucial for an Elite FUT Champions finish, this guy as a super sub could be one of the best options you can find if you've done this guy, if you've done the SBC. Because the reason is because he can play in many positions. He can play right back, left back. Weak foot or 3-star isn't the best, but he can play left back. But right back, centre back and CDM, as you're trying to close off a FUT Champions game, could be so valuable with a player of this guy's ability. He is incredible when I've used him. I actually use him as a super sub, and I whack him at CDM when the game's finishing, and no one gets past him. Trust me, guys. Moving on to Alan. Now, obviously, the normal Alan is not ones to watch, and he's not a centre forward. That's just because I've got his ones to watch card, and he plays centre forward for chemistry reasons for me, but he plays centre mid. Incredible card. The cheap Kante, a really cheap quality midfielder. I think you can get him for around 30, 40, maybe 50k. This guy is incredible, especially at this section of the game. Obviously, as you go through the game, there are going to be better options. This guy is incredible. Moving on to the guy that I was talking about earlier, linking to Varan, Mendy the Goat. He is incredible. The best left back, maybe one of the best cards on FIFA this year in context, his rating and his position. Incredible. 4-star, 5-star, high, so fast with 92, 82 physical is fantastic. Just such a beast of a card. Just incredible. Really incredible. If you guys don't have this guy in your team, you're losing out. You really are. Moving on next to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now this is another one like Bappe. He's just one of the expensive ones, but if you don't have one of the top guys in your team, you're really going to struggle to get Elite. This guy, 89 pace, fantastic. 89 dribbling, fantastic. 93 shot, ridiculous, and 81 pass, unbelievable. With 5-star, 4-star, this guy with Bappe is so elite. A player I'm starting to think maybe I should try and pick up and somehow fit into my team. His issue is he's not as linkable as the Mbappe's and Neymar's, but there are some players later in the list of 20 that I will tell you that are good to link this guy with. Moving on to Alphonso Davies, the Bayern Munich man. Incredible. One of the fastest players in the game with 96 pace. 4-star, 4-star. Absolutely fantastic. I actually use this guy at right back currently in my team, and he does a fantastic, stellar job. So fast, no one gets past him whatsoever. And he has some good stats, especially his strength and aggression at 74 and 77 are good enough. They really are for this kind of player. But even if someone goes past him, someone's going to catch up. So I definitely recommend getting this guy. Moving on to left wing Mane. Mane is probably second to Neymar, the best left wing, second best left wing in the game. Incredible 4-star, 4-star, very fast. His dribbling is fantastic, and he has this feature where he kind of glides on the ball, almost like he does in real life. His shooting, he doesn't really miss. He can shoot on either foot, and passing is actually really good indeed. Definitely recommend this guy if you're going for more of a Premier League left side rather than a Liga. Quality player. Moving on to N'Golo Kante. We talked about Alan earlier. He was obviously a cheaper version, but this guy, if you've got around 350k, this is your guy. You have to have him in your team. He luckily links to players like Bappe, loads of great French players this year. This guy runs everywhere, he blocks everything, he does everything you need as a centre mid in FIFA, the perfect centre mid in FIFA. I promise you, go get him, he's incredible. Moving on to the man, the myth, the legend, Neymar Jr. In my opinion, the best player in the game that I've used so far, and I've used a lot of players. Apart from some of the elite icons, this guy is just incredible. 5-star, 5-star. I play him in a cam and a 4-2-3-1, and he is just so elite. Go get him. He is, if you have the coins and you're lucky enough, or you buy coins, or you buy FIFA points, he is the one you need to spend your money on. I promise you. Nelson Semedo for Wolves. First of all, a link to Ronaldo, which is useful to note. Second of all, very OP. Probably the best right back in the Premier League, if I'm honest. Better than Walker in my opinion. Better than Wan-Bissaka in my opinion, even though they're both great options as well. So fast, 4-star skill moves, and he just has something about him. His agility means that he can just catch up to any player and sneak in loads of tackles. Incredible player. Lucas Hernandez, this is a niche one, probably the cheapest on my list so far. First of all, has great links to Alphonso Davies. Second of all, I think this guy is the most underrated player on the entire game. He tackles everything. He's very fast. He's got presence, even though he's only 6 foot. Fantastic player, and I would definitely recommend if you're trying to fit Alphonso Davies in the team. You've got the French links with Varan and Mendy. He's a fantastic player and a fantastic option to help to carry you to elite. Moving on to the next player, Zachariah. This guy is one of the cheapest as well. If you look at this guy's stats as a CDM or a centre-back, amongst all the best centre-backs in the game, your Joe Gomez, your Rans, he's almost got the exact same stats, matching stats. So OP. His issue is linking, but if you do have some sort of Bundesliga setup and you can get this guy in, I'd thoroughly recommend it, especially if you don't have a lot of coins. He is extremely cheap. Diego Carlos, a brilliant La Liga centre-back option, especially if you don't have the funds for a player like Varan. Exactly like Varan, very strong, very nimble and tackling people, and very physical indeed. Valverde is a great option for the midfield. You can either get his inform as I've shown on screen, or you can get his normal card, which is just as good. There's about a 200 difference in price there. Strong, physical, really good at dribbling, and very fast, which is what you want with a high. He's a fantastic box-to-box defensive midfielder. Longley is another option, a mid-priced option. He's in the middle between Diego Carlos and Varan for a centre-back. French, incredible. I use him every game and I love him. I think he is absolutely fantastic. Intercepts everything. And then we have Virgil Van Dyke, probably the most expensive centre-back you can get apart from icons. So tall, so big, and him and Joe Gomez together are a ridiculously good pairing in FIFA. Not necessarily certain that he's worth like 5 times the price of Joe Gomez, but him and Joe Gomez together could be sensational. If you have the coins, go buy him for sure. And this is an interesting one, Renato Sanchez. He links your players like Ronaldo and your Semedos together. in that Portuguese nation link. So he's fantastic. All the pros use this guy. This inform is very expensive at the moment because all the pros use it to link up all the players, because also he's in the Liga, which Neymar and Bappe are in. So there are so many links going left, right, centre. We have Marcus Rashford here, incredible player for the cheap Prem teams. He is the guy to go for. Fast, pacey, and incredible. And that is it. They are the 20 players. If you found this video useful, enjoyable at all, let me know what players you got out of these 20 players. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.